Hi everyone, it is me, Jordan Long here, and today we're going to talk about, when your film, live stream, short, or podcast gets stuck in furlaying, which doesn't happen all the time, but it still happens enough times for you to wonder what's going on. And everyone is going to have their belief over why they think it's happening. But the truth is, they don't know. Well, I think the file's too big. First off, how could the file be too big? If I didn't go into my shooter, my web shooter setting, Windows shooter tool, and I'm not shifting file size or how big the file is or how small it is or whatever, then how could it be too big or be too small? I don't know. It's a belief. Well, maybe there was something wrong with the film unknown to you when you filmed that film or live stream or short or podcast. First off, live streams are being uploaded and furlayed as they're being streamed. So, yeah. Maybe something happened to the film. Yeah. That could most likely be the grounds. There could be some truth to that one. But what if that's not the answer? Yeah. Well, the other answer is maybe you got a weak interweb. First off, if my wireless interweb feed or hookup was weak, then loading up websites would be a bind. The uploading of the film or short or podcast or even live stream or whatever would be in a bind. It's the furlaying, the working of the film, not the uploading of the film that's in a bind. You see, those are always the forgivenesses that a lot of folks come up with. They will guilt it on your tolls. And if you talk enough with them, you might get someone who guilts it on other things. Like, oh, well, somehow the film's too big or too small. Or it's your wired or wireless interweb feed or hookup, whatever. The other thing you might want to guilt it on is your own shit. Well, could be your sandbox or, firewall settings. My sandbox and firewall settings are working good. And sandboxes and firewalls block things from coming into the reckoner, downloading themselves, not uploading. Could be Evilware Stronghold tool. Once again, those tools, they stop things from downloading, not stop things from uploading. So can't guilt it on sandbox or firewall or Evilware Stronghold tool settings. Stop guilting it on my reckoner and all that shit. It's the website. It always has been the website and always will be the website. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe it is URO and they got a bug or a glitch. The bind is most likely always on their side, and it's less likely to be your tolls or the settings of your tolls on your reckoner. Why it's hard for a lot of folks to believe that, I don't know. But that's what you'll read if you go on it. That's what you'll read if you ask folks on the interwebs. And that's most likely what you'll read if you go on the help sheets on URO. They will either guilt it on those things I talked about. But the truth is, when a film or a short or a podcast gets stuck in furlaying, it's on the web. It's a bug or a glitch on YouTube or UA on them, their side, not your side. But it's irksome when it happens. Which it rarely happens, but it still happens from time to time where you're like, fuck, this shouldn't be a thing anymore. Alright, give this film a like, share and playlist it, shit. And I'll see you later.